What is an IVA? If you are struggling with debt, it may be worth considering an individual voluntary arrangement, otherwise known as an IVA. This type of arrangement makes part of an agreement you've made with creditors in order to pay off some or sometimes all of your existing debts, but at an affordable rate that you can manage. If you arrange an IVA deal, this means you pay regular payments to an insolvency practitioner instead of the creditors. The practitioner will then divide the payments between creditors on your behalf. So, how do individual voluntary payments work? An IVA is legally binding between you and your creditors, and in the event you are not able to keep to the agreement, it means that you'll be protected from creditors trying to take further action against you. So this can alleviate both stress and also prevent you from spiralling into further debt. It will also mean that some of your debt will be taken care of and written off. An IVA can help you get more control of your assets than other options available, such as bankruptcy. So, is an individual voluntary arrangement right for you? Generally speaking, an individual voluntary arrangement may be worth considering if you have at least two different creditors, you have more than one debt, you prefer to not deal with the creditors directly, you have debts that add up altogether to at least 10,000, and most importantly, you've got enough money to be able to afford IVA repayments. An individual voluntary arrangement may not be right for you if there is a strong chance that your personal circumstances will change. This is because IVAs are set up with the intention of payments being spread out over a period of time to creditors, and it usually can last up to 5 years. If you do not have any spare income to pay creditors, this will also be an issue. And if your debts are less than £10,000. Now, the benefits include that there is a time limit on IVAs, meaning you only pay for that period of the agreement. Creditors may write off some of the debt, and as previously mentioned, is legally binding, meaning that the debt will not increase. So when it comes to getting an individual voluntary arrangement, you need to remember that they are expensive. So in terms of cost, you need to figure out if you'll be able to afford the setup fee as well as the handling fee, which you'll make for every payment. On average, it can cost up to £5,000. So, and it's also vital that you check how much the exact cost will be by asking an insolvency practitioner to carry out an IVA. It is also worth noting that if you own a car, you may have to sell this. You may also have to remortgage your home by the end of the IVA. You may have to use personal pension money, and you'll likely have to use any savings you have to pay for an individual voluntary arrangement.